Cliff Richard is more than a singer. He is a British music icon whose career has spanned decades. From humble beginnings to global stardom, his journey has inspired generations. With countless hits, movies, and television appearances, he became a symbol of British rock and roll before the Beatles changed the music landscape. Even at 84, he remains a powerful presence on stage, connecting with fans through his voice, charisma, and honesty. Behind the fame, however, lies a life shaped by family, faith, and resilience, which adds a profound depth to his enduring legacy. Early life in India and the move to Britain. Cliff Richard was born Harry Roger Webb on October 14, 1940 in Lucknow, British India. His father, Roger Webb, worked as a catering manager for the Indian Railways, and his mother, Dorothy Marie Dicely, kept the family united. The Webbs had English roots, though one great-grandmother was half Welsh and half Spanish. Life in India was comfortable, but political unrest after independence in 1947 prompted the family to leave. In 1948, they sailed to England aboard the SS Ranchi. Settling first in Essex and later Hertfordshire, they faced a sharp shift in lifestyle, trading a well-off life in India for modest council housing and a new beginning. Discovering music and the first guitar. As a teenager in England, Harry Webb discovered a love for music, particularly skiffle, a popular style at the time. At 16, his father bought him a guitar, a gift that changed his life. He joined the Quintones, a school vocal harmony band, and later sang with the Dick Teague skiffle group. Music became an outlet, a way to express creativity and ambition. Unbeknownst to him, these early experiences were laying the foundation for an iconic career. Through practice, performances, and determination, Harry began moving toward a future where his music would not only entertain millions, but also define a generation of British rock and roll fans. From Harry Webb to Cliff Richard, Harry Webb's career took a decisive turn when he joined a rock and roll group called The Drifters, unrelated to the American band. A music businessman suggested he adopt a stronger stage name. Cliff evoked the strength of a cliff face, while Richard honored his idol Little Richard. This marked the birth of the persona that would become one of Britain's biggest stars. With the first stage performance in 1958 at the Regal Ballroom in Ripley, Derbyshire, Cliff Richard and the Drifters, soon renamed the Shadows, embarked on a journey that would redefine British music. That name change was the first step in turning a young teenager into a national icon. The breakthrough with Move It, Cliff's first recording session with producer Norrie Paramore, included two songs, Schoolboy Crush and Move It. Originally intended as a B-side, Move It quickly captured attention. Whether because Paramore's daughter loved it or TV producer Jack Good insisted it be performed, the song became a hit. Move It shot to number 2 on the UK singles chart and was hailed by John Lennon as Britain's first authentic rock and roll record. This breakthrough established Cliff Richard as more than a teenage singer. He was now a rising star with a distinctive style and presence, ready to shape the future of British music with energy and charisma. Rise to stardom with the Shadows? Cliff Richard became Britain's answer to Elvis Presley, complete with the signature hairstyle, fashion, and stage presence. Early singles like High Class Baby and Mean Streak showcased his rock and roll energy. The real turning point came with Living Doll, his first #1 hit, which also featured in his debut film, Serious Charge. By then, his backing band, The Shadows, had solidified its lineup and achieved their own fame. The Shadows not only supported Cliff, but also contributed to his most iconic songs. Together, they dominated British music, holding the spotlight in a pre-Beatles era and leaving a lasting imprint on rock and roll history. Beyond music, acting, and television. In addition to his music, Cliff explored acting and television in the early 1960s. He starred in films such as Espresso Bongo, The Young Ones, Summer Holiday, and Wonderful Life, which showcased his charm and versatility. He also had his own BBC television show, allowing fans to connect with him beyond records. As his career evolved, he embraced his Christian faith, which influenced both his personal life and musical direction. While his rock and roll days softened into more contemporary and sometimes spiritual music, he remained a compelling performer, proving that talent and dedication could sustain a career across decades. record-breaking career, and global impact. Cliff Richard's career achievements are staggering. He holds over 130 UK top 20 singles, 67 top 10s, and 14 number one hits, including 4 Christmas chart toppers. His records sold more than 250 million copies worldwide, making him one of the best-selling artists in history. While his American success was more limited, he gained international recognition in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Northern Europe, and Asia. Even as touring demands grew, he split his time between homes in Barbados, Portugal, and New York. His journey from Lucknow to global stages underscores both ambition and perseverance in a constantly evolving music industry. Personal loss and resilience. Amid rising fame, Cliff faced profound personal loss. At 20, he lost his father, Roger Webb, to thrombosis. This tragedy left a lasting impact on him, shaping both his character and determination. He has often reflected on how personal sacrifice and family influence shaped his life choices, including remaining unmarried and devoted to his career. These experiences reveal a man whose achievements were not just professional, but also deeply personal. Behind the glittering facade of fame lay resilience, dedication, and a capacity to continue despite heartbreak, reinforcing why fans connect so strongly with him even decades later. Facing age and mortality. At 84, Sir Cliff Richard continues to perform but openly reflects on the limitations of age. In recent interviews, he admitted that touring is physically demanding and uncertain, as he never knows if his voice will hold each morning. With characteristic honesty, he remarked, "I might be dead next year, so I don't even think about it anymore." These words reveal a man acutely aware of life's impermanence, yet still passionate about performing. His honesty about aging and mortality adds depth to his public persona, showing fans that even legends must navigate the passage of time with pragmatism and courage. Adapting stage performance. While his energy has naturally evolved, Cliff adapts his performances to suit his abilities. He now performs with 2 multi-talented backing singers rather than a full troupe of dancers. Songs like "Do You Wanna Dance" still allow him to connect with audiences while pacing himself carefully. Despite these changes, he maintains the joy and spark that have always defined his stage presence. This balance between preserving performance quality and respecting physical limits demonstrates wisdom and dedication. Cliff's adaptability ensures that fans continue to enjoy the essence of his music without compromising the vitality and authenticity that have defined his career. Retirement versus stopping Cliff. Richard distinguishes between retirement and taking a break. He avoids labeling himself retired, believing that stopping allows him to return whenever he wishes. This approach gives him freedom and control over his career, enabling spontaneity and continued creativity. He can pause, recharge, or step back without closing the door to performance permanently. This perspective highlights his lifelong philosophy: remain true to your passion without being trapped by expectations. At 84, this approach not only allows him to manage the demands of touring, but also reflects the independence and resilience that have defined his life both on and off stage. Current tour and legacy. In 2025, Cliff embarked on the Can't Stop Me Now tour across Australia, New Zealand, and the UK, proving that age has not diminished his appeal. Fans remain eager to see him live, a testament to his enduring connection with audiences. The tour illustrates how Cliff balances reality with joy, maintaining the excitement of performance while respecting his physical limits. His words about mortality are tempered by optimism, and his ongoing dedication to music ensures that he remains a vital presence. His legacy is not only in records sold, but also in the inspiration he provides to generations of artists and fans alike. Conclusion: a life of music and resilience. Cliff Richard's story is one of talent, perseverance, and adaptation. From a young boy in Lucknow to a British icon, his journey encompasses triumph, loss, faith, and the relentless pursuit of music. Even as he confronts age and the uncertainty of the future, he continues to perform with joy, honesty, and resilience. His career serves as a reminder that passion transcends time and that life's challenges, when met with dedication and courage, can coexist with extraordinary success. Cliff Richard remains a living legend, a symbol of music's enduring power and the human spirit's capacity to endure.